Hey, I got a riddle for you. What did the guy who drank 6 martinis say to the camera? It's season 3, episode 13 is what he said. I haven't had that many. Did I? Okay, here we go though, folks. So it's funny. Facebook, it's a wonderful tool. I love it because it tells me when people's birthdays are. And that's just fantastic. And if I forgot a birthday, I apologize. But it's amazing. Here's what's really fun too. When you look at your memories, I can tell you this. Right now, every memory I get is a cocktail show I did a year ago. And this time, 1 year ago, it was season 1, episode 14. Yeah, we were 2 weeks in to the whole COVID thing, and we did the hurricane. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday.
When the winds we had last night and this week.
Right? It was kind of a hurricane.
Yeah, a little bit.
But here we are. Folks, we're having fun tonight. Yeah, there's people. They're bitter out there. And I hate bitterness. So we're fixing bitter tonight. We're going to turn bitter into a cocktail. Yes, and it's quarantine cocktail show. And we're doing the pink gin. It sounds a little dirty. Well, I've had a few cocktails, so I mean, anything sounds dirty. But here we go. Folks, here it is. It's season 3, episode 13. Pink gin, quarantine style. Are you ready? Only business, monkey business. Here we go. Come with me. Yeah, let's do this. Folks, here it is. Yeah, look at this. Blue monkey quarantine. Oh, look at all this deliciousness. Smoothness. Can I tell you this? Here's what I found out. In the last several episodes, the technology and the professionalism of cinematography, is that the right word?
Correct. Amazing.
It's up 100%. The content and the amount of time I actually put in the show, horrible. It's just dropped. Yeah. I got like 3 bottles of bitters here tonight, a bottle of gin. That's it. That's all I got for you.
My dirty martini.
And a half-drunk martini from a half-drunk wife.
No,
yeah.
I'm not half drunk.
Full drunk.
I've been savoring that for quite some time.
Are you ready for this? So, folks, I do have the cocktail for you tonight. Actually, I give credit to Shelby. Shelby brought this one up. She said, you know what? Have you ever really talked about bitters? And I said, no, I haven't. She said, I would like to learn more. I said, I will give you the best 8 minutes of your life when it comes to bitters and knowledge. Keep it clean, folks. Here we are. It's the 1800s. Folks, this is the Royal Navy. The Royal Navy. Yeah. Now, here's the thing about the Royal Navy. We've talked about them a few times because they kind of got, hold on. They kind of got their own rum, right? Pusser's rum. And it's a whole thing. Now, if you think it's some battleship out there and they got a bartender, they don't. So this isn't really much of a so much of a cocktail that they invented, but rather here's what happened. They were trying to give the boys on the ship medicine to help them with the voyage. And the problem was it was a horrible medicine. And then somebody, call it a happy accident, decided that, you know what, if you take this medicine and you mix it with, lo and behold, gin, it's not that bad. As a matter of fact, it's pretty darn delicious. Lo and behold, they created a cocktail and didn't even know it because that took off. So the Royal Navy, because their medicine was too bitter, ended up creating the pink gin or the gin pahit. I'll explain that term pahit a little bit later. So let's talk about the bitters. So the bitters, we've used them in many cocktails, and they've been around forever. And in true fashion and form of everything we talk about, bitters, like every great cocktail, it was meant to be medicinal. So start with the Angostura aromatic bitters. So that's the one that are in a pink gin. So this, the aromatic bitters, 1824, Johann Siegert. He's German, and he is trying to, he's a doctor, and he's trying to create this recipe, this medicine that will help with tropical stomach ailments, seasickness, malaria, whatever. And he comes up with these bitters. They're called Angostura because that's where he lived at the time. That's a city. And anyway, he comes with these, they work. Now, flavor profile of Angostura bitters, it's a bit of an allspice, cinnamon, clove, very spice heavy. Now, another one that we've talked about, Peychaud's bitters. Now we're at like 1830. We're in New Orleans. Antoine Peychaud, because that's the name. Now, he's a pharmacist. He's running his own apothecary. How about remembering that word while I'm 6 martinis in? Yeah, so he's running his own apothecary, and he comes up with his own medicine. And this is, again, some cure-all of like, hey, this will take care of your headache, your whatever. And but the problem is again, it's bitter, and nobody really likes it. So they start mixing it with bourbon, and this ultimately becomes the basis of any fantastic, wonderful Sazerac. Yeah, there it is. Go back to, so as far as, and then we've got orange bitters. So a lot of people will get these kind of mixed up. So Angostura, they make aromatic bitters. Angostura also makes orange bitters. They're very different. Orange bitters, different flavor profile. Oh, let me go back. Flavor profile, Peychaud's. That's more of it's a little sweeter, the two, and it's got a bit of a licorice mint flavor as the back note. Orange bitters actually come from oranges. Way to keep up. And but from the skins, the rinds of them, and but it's a bitter orange curacao. We've talked about this, and this has been around from the late 1800s as well. As far as drinks go, you're going to find Angostura in the Pisco Sour, the Old Fashioned, the Manhattan, Peychaud's, the Sazerac, the Vieux Carré, yeah, baby, and then the orange bitters. A lot of people will misuse this. They'll throw it in anything that it says Angostura, but in fact, there's tiki drinks that will use the orange bitters, and then the most popular thing early on, this was actually where they would throw this in martinis. Paul, I could care less. Well, you know what? I don't care either. But let me tell you about this. Next step, tonight, we're going to make our own bitters. Yeah, this is easy. All you do is you get your herbs, your spices. By the way,
yes.
Go ahead and ask it. Herbs and spices.
About what? I forgot.
She asked earlier. She forgot. Do they have to be...
Oh, dry, or can they be fresh?
Yeah, they can be dried or fresh. If you're going to use fresh, you use a little bit more. Dried, a little bit less, about half as much. And in fact, you can even use essential oils, because this one likes the essential oils. Yeah. So anyway, they're so simple to make. All you do is gather all your herbs and spices, throw them into a jar, add some alcohol. You want 100 proof something. Typically you're going to use a grain alcohol or something that's kind of clear, less flavor, so that all of those come through. But you can use a whiskey, you can use a rum. And then you're going to let it sit for 25 days. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause the show. We're going to come back in 25 days. No, that's horrible. But every day, you put all this stuff in a jar. You shake it every day for 25 days. This is what you do. And at the end of 25 days, you strain it. So the alcohol part, you put into another jar. Then all the junk that's left over, you're going to put that in a pot. So we strain it, but then what we do is we're going to cook down in water all of the junk that's left over with an equal amount of water, and then we're going to strain that. And then you're going to let both of those sit for like another week, and then you can mix them, and then you have your bitters. And folks, these are potent. You're talking Angostura bitters. This is 44.7% alcohol, I think. I read it on the label. This is like 30 some percent. It's too small. And this is like 20 some percent. 28. So, I mean, these are heavy duty alcohols. Now, here's the thing. When I talk about these bitters tonight, these are non-potable bitters. You don't drink these up by themselves. Now, we have potable, drinkable bitters, which are like Campari, Ferret Branca. Boom, we have all these. Oh, there it is, Fernet Branca, right here. So those are bitters as well, but those are potable. They're kind of made a little differently. And go back to the bitters. Last thing I'll say, it's not, but the last thing I'm going to say right now before I make the damn drink is that you've got all sorts of other types of bitters. These may be the top 3. You have celery bitters, very popular. You have citrus. So besides orange, you can have lemon and lime, grapefruit. By the way, if you're ever curious in the store which Angostura bitter to grab, so this one with the yellow cap, I always remember as the Aromatic. And then the one with the orange cap is orange. I know, that was weak. But you also have, you can make spice bitters. Now, these are all made with spices, but you can make a straight up spice. One of the most popular back in the day was called Boker's. Boker's was a cardamom, straight up cardamom bitter.
Yum.
So you can make a cinnamon bitter. You can make, give me another spice.
Nutmeg?
Nutmeg. You can do a nutmeg spice. Yes, absolutely. And then you could do, the other popular one, chocolate. The cocoa bean, make a chocolate bitter. Anyway, that's enough. For God's sakes, Paul, make me a drink. I'm going to make you a drink. So, folks, this absolutely could be one of the simplest drinks we've ever made. We're something new tonight. Folks, look at this beauty. Yeah, that was a Christmas birthday present. Christmas. All right, so take your little crystal decanter and throw that there. There's not much to this, folks. This is coming in with gin. Oh, wait. Oh, do we have a recipe? Oh, my gosh.
There you go.
Oh, look at this. It's lovely. Oh, can I pet it? Yeah. So the pink gin, there's not much to it. You're coming in with a gin. Now, pick a gin you like, because there is not much to this. I'm going to go with an Old Tom, and here's why I'm going with Old Tom. It's a little bit sweeter. And since it's all we're drinking tonight, this is what I'm going to go with. You can use any good
and
gin.
Because your wife only likes that one.
Well, she does enjoy this one. We're going to go 2 ounces per drink. So there's one, and there's 2 and a point something. All right, and then the only other thing, so these bitters, those are demonstration only. This is Angostura bitter night. Here it is, Aromatic. And you're going to come in with about 4 dashes per. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Folks, I would like to say I've made your whole drink, but there's one thing. And I got to tell you, I can't believe that they haven't come up with this yet. If you really want to make it, you know what I'm going to do? Babe, you know what I'm making?
What?
Stay tuned. I'm going to make the very first emergency bitters.
Oh.
I don't even know. I can't even believe it. I'm literally thinking of this right now. Folks, emergency. Saving lives, saving scurvy. I mean, all of it. Folks, it's 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C in a glass. Emergency, saving lives, and about to become its own bitter. And we're going to sprinkle a little bit of that right in here as well, because that's just deliciousness. And then, she's good. Oh, she's on tonight. Folks, because we don't have any citrus or anything, all we're doing is stirring. We're going to do it in this lovely glass. Now, you want that ice. because you need a little water because it's pure gin. There's nothing else to it. You need to dilute it a little bit. And I'm going to remember this. I'm going to talk about ice and paw hit in a little bit. But again, give that a nice stir. How's everyone doing? All right. There we go. Ice out of that. Then we're coming in and we're going to strain that. Oh, wait. Here, let's put it into the cam.
Thank you.
You're welcome, babe.
Because I turned the recipe off.
And then, oh, look at this. Folks, there it is. You're staring at a pink quarantine style gin cocktail. Boom! There it is. Garnish. Don't forget the garnish. We're coming in on this one. We're just going to go with a beautiful lemon. Now what I'm going to do, that's too small, but I'll put that one in there. Hold on. Let's do better. We can do better. I was getting stingy. Over top the glass, get that citrus, right? Oh, this is what we want. Oh, look at this. Oh, folks, there it is. Quarantine style pink gin, aka paw hit. Love it. Now, is it delicious? See, so it gets its name from its pink hue. Let's give it a little taste. Oh, all right, yes, love it. Here's the thing. This is, I mean, it's potent, but it's smooth because you get the hit of gin, but then there's this follow through of cloves and cinnamon and all this spice. I mean, if you ever want to test some different bitters, best way to do it is just throw it into either a clean martini or some gin, and you're going to get the flavor profile. Folks, I'm coming around here. Can we go main camera? Mm-hmm. Boom, here it is. Cheers. Wait, let me get the beautiful lemon in there. Hold on.
That's a pretty color.
Boop. There it is. Folks, quarantine style pink gin. So the gin pahit. So the gin pahit is this. Pahit is a the Malay word for bitter. Now, why is the word bitter so important? Here's why it's important. In 1903, Philadelphia, there's a publication that's put out, The Farmer's Cabinet. I don't make up the names of these publications, it's just what it is. But the Farmer's Cabinet actually writes an article, and it's the first time the word cocktail is actually documented in an article. And it describes a cocktail as this. It says a cocktail is a drink that is made from a spirit plus sugar plus water, that's our ice coming back to you, and a bitter. So the reason bitters are so important in our history of cocktails is because they were part of the first true definition. A true cocktail was simply bitters and spirit. So with that, enjoy your pink gin, folks. Love you. And I'm going to go over here and help my wife because she's freaking out because I think she just got rid of the camera.
Here we go. What is it? There it is.
There it
Hi,
is.
Thank you.
So,
Not my computer.
Not her computer. We're trying. Hey, you know what? We had one good show. We've done it. We did well tonight.
This was a good one.
It's a great one. I know.
Your computer. All
right. Love you, folks. Next week. All right. So, real quick for the 2 people that are watching right now. Literally. We are going to a later time. 7:30. We don't have enough time to pregame. Not in these summer hours. So stay tuned. We're going to be pushing the cocktail show. It's going to be Sundays 9:30 p.m. It'll be a late night. It's going to be that nightcap. Yeah, we're going to the nightcap. And we'll go from there. So, folks.
We're going to go to the late show?
Yeah. Next week. Sunday, we'll see you at 9:30.
Happy
Love you all.
Easter then.
Yeah. Well, Easter then. Yeah.
Right.
Good night.